Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't already know, my name is Patra and today we're going to be doing a wig review. But first, don't forget to hit that subscription button and the notification bell so you can get all the updates that I'll have for my channel in the near future. And also don't forget to follow me at Queenpatraa with 2 A's on Instagram. And I would love to get started with this review. So let's get started. So for today's review, we're going to be doing a review on Outre or Outre, whichever you prefer to call it. We're doing one of the wigs in the Perfect Hairline collection, and we are doing Perfect Hairline Skye. That is the style, Skye. And the color is Strawberry Blonde, which is what I'm wearing. And so here's the card. You can see that back here, really nice, really fancy. And with this Perfect Hairline particular wig, they have the false scalp or the fake scalp. So I'll get to that in just a moment. It comes in the color Strawberry Blonde, DR Chocolate Cream, DR Red Velvet, DR2 Ginger Brown, DR4 Creamy Mocha, DRFF Golden Amber, and DRFF Cajun Spice. It comes on the back. It comes with obviously the colors and some instructions on how to apply it. It says cut the excess lace off and place the wig over your head. Position the wig to secure the front and back combs. Find your preferred part using the tail of a comb and brush hair down. Finish with final styling. Other than that, it tells you all the different colors at the bottom. I really already went over majority of them. Besides 1, 1B, and 2, the standard colors. It says transparent HD lace, baby hair is included, no plucking required, and heat resistant fiber, high tech, safe up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Now on the inside, there is, what is false scalp? It's a skin tone soft lace lining that makes the spaces between the lines of the HD lace appear smaller for an even more realistic scalp appearance. At the front, it says false scalp, 13 by 4-inch frontal, 4-inch lace parting, ear to ear HD soft transparent lace. And then it says on the side you have natural contour, combs for security, pre-plucked, gradual hairline, baby hair is included, wide adjusted elastic band, and back comb for secure fit. I didn't know if I was gonna read this, but I guess I'll go ahead and do that for you guys. It says, life isn't perfect, but your hair can be. Say goodbye to lace grid lines and get the realist look with false scalp. This Perfect Hairline 13 by 4 HD lace frontal wig features a skin tone soft lining for less visible lace and a smooth base that is easy to tint and conceal. Achieve your hairline and scalp that is pure perfection with this unit that offers it all. Real scalp illusion, reduced lace grid lines. Again, 13 by 4 frontal, ear to ear soft HD transparent lace, pre-plucked hairline, comes with pre-attached elastic band and heat styling friendly. And that is all for the card. And there is actually a back to the box. Once again, giving you those instructions, and then there is a care guide, which I'm going to read to you. Detain your hair from end to root before shampooing. Carefully wash in lukewarm water. Do not rub or twist. Follow with conditioner and rinse similar fashion. Pat dry, air dry or blow dry with the diffuser. To avoid stretching or damaging the cap, do not place a damp wig on mannequin or styrofoam head. Styling tools should only be used when completely dry, and use up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So now that I've read all of the, the nitty gritty details to you guys, I'm going to go ahead and give you my first impressions. Okay guys, so my first impression of this wig when I pulled it out of the box was beautiful, amazing, lovely color that I've been looking for a long time. I am a ash blonde lover. I am a strawberry gold or strawberry blonde lover. So I've been looking for a wig this color for a long time. Besides that, I had got one of the Everywhere wigs in the same color. No, it's in golden amber, but it's a similar color. And so I've been looking for this wig for a long time, or a wig like this for a long time. Now, my first impressions was A, beautiful color, but B, the hair was really rough when I pulled it out. I didn't really expect it to be the texture that it is. I expected it to kind of be silkier. It's heavy on the yucky side, and if you get the wig, you'll see what I'm talking about, but it's heavier on the yaki side. It is not that silky smooth texture that you would get with something like the Everywhere line or another wig like Bobby Boss Yara. I don't know if you guys have had that wig, or a smoother wig. It's heavy on the yaki. So another thing that I noted when I first opened it is it has lots of loose strands or strands that are just like sticking out, which obviously you can remedy by using a wax stick or something else of that nature. So not really a big deal, but upon the first impressions of this wig, I really thought to myself that okay, this is going to be a high maintenance wig. And just judging by the texture, if you're a veteran in the game, or if you are seasoned, or if you have a clear understanding of wigs in general, you can look at the texture, you can feel it, and you can automatically know, okay, this is high maintenance, this is low maintenance, this may behave this way, just those general things that you know. So when I first pulled it out, I was like, okay, this is going to be one of those high maintenance wigs, but let me take it out. So okay, of course I took it out of the box and I put it on my head. I do love the 13x4 frontal at the end in the 4x4 parting space. I do love that, and I think they did a really good job. Now I feel like something that basically that the community may disagree on is the fall scalp, and personally I love it. Like I feel like you just have to know what to do, but I feel like a barrier that it may create for some, or that some may dislike about it, is basically when they say fall scalp and it has a lining, it's kind of like it has lace and then it has another lining of lace underneath. So it does actually make the grids appear smaller. I personally feel like it does give it a more natural look than some of the other lace. I don't know how to explain it. It does give it a more natural look. However, it can also be the opposite. It can also be your downfall because it can look more wiggy. But if you know how to do it and if you know how to navigate it, it's actually going to be your best friend. However, if you dislike lace a lot and that's important to you, you don't feel like putting in the extra work, then obviously this wig would not be a wig that you would invest in. But personally, my personal opinion, the fall scalp is actually a plus. So that's that. Now I will say it is kind of big head friendly, and I say that because it does fit on my head, and I have a big head. Okay, some disagree, some may agree. I have a bigger head, so it does fit, and it actually, it touches my hairline and it feels so comfortable, but you will have to do some adjusting to get it to sit on your head appropriately, how you want it to and how you feel that it should fit on your head. And that's the only con. It's better than some of the wigs I've seen in the past that have been way smaller and the hairline is way farther back. So I will say it is good on that end, but it does take a little bit of work. So that is something that you might want to keep a note of. I will say that it does not come styled like this. I brushed it out and it ended up like this, flipped. It actually comes as a inwards bob, and I found, hold on you guys, I'm gonna actually tell you that in this next segment. So as I was saying, I've actually found that the inward bob did not work for me. If you're gonna do a lot of moving, it's a style where it's kind of inwards, but it's not a true like inwards bob. It's more like it's got a cut where you have that one cut and it's kind of like a bob, but if you swish your hair, one part might go this way, the other part might come inwards. It's not a really good, I actually would have liked it if it was a blank cut bob, but this actually worked on me because it's giving me that 90s inspired vibe and a 90s inspired look. However, the inwards bob wasn't working for me. I feel like it can work, but you would have to restyle the wig out of the box to get that beautiful, inwards bob, and maybe even do some cutting and customization. So the inwards bob wasn't really working for me. The style itself did not work for me. So this works much better. I will say I think that one side is longer, and that's just from my observation, and I actually watched another video, but I didn't want to just put my, all my coins in that basket and say, oh, it's longer on one side. I don't know. I didn't buy the wig. So now that I've seen the wig, I will say that it is possible that one side is longer, because I did have to adjust it, and then I don't know if you can tell, but one side is like, it's just different. So the style of it is just different. So to me, it appears that one side is longer. I did not cut it. I just adjusted it enough to where, you can't really tell, you can't really notice that well. So that was another thing that I noted. Moving on, shedding. It sheds right out of the box. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you want to get what you pay for, and shedding is a problem. And I do understand that this is a colored wig, even though it's synthetic, and B, there is that 13x4 lace frontal at the front, so you should expect some shedding. However, it's a little bit more sheddy than I would like. It sheds a little bit more than I really want it to. Like, every time I brush for an extended period of time, there's hairs coming out. And, like I said, there's that frontal. So, shedding can be expected with any hair. Human hair, synthetic hair, whatever the case may be. But the manufacturer or the creator, does their best to try to minimize that shedding and, give you the best quality product as possible, which I'm sure Outre or Tour, whichever you want to call it, I'm sure Outre tried their best to minimize the shedding, And like I said, they're pumping out all of these high quality wigs, so it's an amazing, well, I've said in my previous videos, they're pumping out all these high quality wigs, so you can't really be mad at them, if something's not all the way right or something's not all the way correct. I mean, look at this. A couple years ago, may not even have been able to get a color like this or a style like this. A couple years ago, there is no 13x4 frontal. So, I mean, they're working very hard at what they do, so I can only appreciate it for what it is. But there is some shedding. Next thing to be addressed is there is also tangling. I do notice that it tangles a little bit more than some of the other units that I have had. Once again, this is a perfect hairline unit. I have a lot of units. We all spend our money, our coins on wigs. We all want to look good. We all want to feel good. So, I mean, I spend a lot of my coins on wigs, I'm not gonna lie. And so this wig in particular does tangle. I actually was brushing it not too long ago, and the ends tangle quite a bit. Is it going to be detrimental? That is up to you, and your coin's beautiful. But I personally, for what I pay for it, and if you look on the site, you actually might see that the price is reduced. So the price is reduced more so than some of the other perfect hairline wigs or melted hairline. One of them is more expensive than the other. But for what I bought it for and what I think it was initially priced, I think the initial price has went down. So for what I bought it for, is it worth it? I think it is. It's like, okay, I get this amazing color. I get the versatility of the front. I get, good density. I will say that this wig has a great density. Typically, I would say most human hair wigs are like 130%, even though they tell you about 150. So I would say this is in the 150 to 180 range with density. It's kind of thick. Like, it's, when you push it together, you got some density on it. So it's definitely good as far as density goes. As I was saying, you guys, I have to record in segments. So the density is great. Versatility is great. You can definitely wear it in ponytail, because initially when I was going to start recording this video, I did have it in a top ponytail at the top, and I was gonna wear it like that, but then I was like, it wasn't really working for me, like personally, how I wanted to look right now. So I ended up going ahead and just like letting it down and brushing it down. Kind of a side view. So yeah, so it personally wasn't working for what I want right now. However, I'm sure in the future, if I wanted to wear 2 pigtails or 2 buns, I definitely have that versatility and that room to do that and to do so. So other than that, like I mentioned earlier, you get the combs, you have the band. The inside, I didn't show you the inside of the wig. However, the inside is just kind of the same color as the wig. Like the band and stuff is kind of a tan color and everything inside. And the lace is kind of a, I didn't really pay attention to the lace, but yeah, it's a yellowish color, I believe. It's also a tannish color. So I believe the lace is also in the same, you know, realm of the same color as the wig. So, on to the good stuff. Do I think this wig is going to last a while? It definitely will, with, you know, work and maintenance and things of that nature. And if you take care of it, like with anything else, if you take care of this wig, you can get what you paid for out of it. But you just have to be aware of the fact that it sheds and it tangles, and you know, it's like a yucky-ish texture. You're gonna have to, you know, tame those flyaways. Baby hairs were great. I didn't really utilize them as I should have. However, the baby hairs were great. You can, it's definitely a lot of baby hair actually, and so you can definitely utilize that to your advantage. So that's great. Downside I would say is, I'm not going to show you guys, but the inner part where the lace is at the end, based on my head, it completely covers my ears. So I would either have to cut that whole part off, and I actually have to tuck one side behind my ear. So, you know, whatever you have to do to make it work. However, that is a downside for me because, you know, I guess that's what all wigs, I'm just used to it being a little bit more versatile. So, you know, the little area, you know, it's no big deal. You can cut it off. You can do whatever you want with it. But that was definitely a downside for me. Everything else is really comfortable. You can't really tell it's on there. I can say I do have a little bit of itchiness. But that could be just, yeah, it's the kind of the lace, but you know, you can always soften up your lace, condition it, you know, make it to your liking. So, you know, it's not, you know, a huge deal. Yeah, so overall, oh, let me not forget. So maintenance level is medium high. So the maintenance level on this is medium high. You kind of have to keep, like, if you move around a lot, you're gonna have to brush it, and that's just that. Like, that's all I can say on that. If you move around a lot, if you have a lot of movement, you know, if you're gonna be jumping around at a concert, if you're gonna be at work, you know, doing whatever, if you're at a special event, you're partying, you're dancing, and you're clubbing, then you're definitely gonna have to brush this wig. Like, you know, you can't, you know, unless you want to make it a little bit stiff. I mean, do it however you want to do it, but definitely a medium high maintenance. As far as getting it on and getting it like you like it, that's also medium high. So just keep that in mind when you do go to purchase this unit, and you know, just have all of those things on your mind. Now overall, it's a great wig, and I would say for what I paid for it, is definitely a steal and definitely worth buying, strictly because of the color, the density, and the style that you're able to put it into, and the versatility. Based on those four factors, I put up 4. Based on those 4 factors, definitely worth what I paid for it. So, you know, even with those downsides that I had with this wig, I can't really turn around, you guys, on my space. I wish I could. So definitely with the downsides that I had with this wig, I really still think that it would be worth your money. However, your coins should be spent however you want to spend your coins. Therefore, I can't tell you to get this wig, and you know, whatever you feel is best is up to you. But I feel like I have completely outlined the upsides and downsides, mostly of, you know, this wig, and you know, what you're gonna have to do to it. Like, even now you can see that I have like hair sticking out like right here. Like, you can see how thick it is and how stiff it kind of is. So the wig is kind of stiff. It's kind of a stiff wig. It's not bouncy, it's more of a stiff wig. So like I said, you know, even with the downsides, or you know, everything that I've highlighted and talked about, you'll have to make the decision ultimately about whether or not this wig is going to work for you. And I will say that I do get a lot of flyaways as well in my vision because the hair moves around so much. But you'll definitely have to decide, you know, if it's worth your coins, if it's worth investing in. If not, you might have to wait for another unit that, is the same color, but you know, maybe basically, you know, a little higher quality. I'm not saying the quality is poor, but I'm saying a little bit different, like the texture maybe on the silkier side, and you know, the density maybe to your liking, and you know, less flyaways and you know, less shedding. Now I will say that typically 13 by 4 frontal wigs shed a little bit more than regular wigs would have just like lace part. I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's more secure. Like even now, I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a hair. But I feel like most of the shedding is coming from the front, but there's definitely also some shedding at the back. As a final note, I think that you should know, I do think that if you sweat a lot, this would not be appropriate for you. And also it may tangle at the back a lot, at the nape of the neck. That's just a prediction. I'm not saying that it will, but I'm just saying if you sweat a lot or you work a lot, or you know, you're gonna be sweating a lot, then I feel like no, you should not, definitely not, you know, get this wig if that's what you're going to use it for. But if you're looking for a good look, a special look, then I think this definitely is for you. And I think I've highlighted everything that you basically need to know. I definitely enjoyed talking about this wig. I really do love it. I promise you I do. But you know, you have to be honest about things, and I had to, you know, tell you guys the undeniable truth about the wig, because you know, I'm not one that's gonna tell you, oh, go waste your coins. No, I'm gonna give you the facts, and whatever you decide to do with them is on you. I'm not saying I'm not sponsoring this wig, but I'm just saying, you know, at the end of the day, if you decide to go get it and things don't work out, sis, I gave you all the info, so like, don't blame me. I do love you guys though. However, I feel like I've highlighted most of the, you know, the pros and cons of the wig, so I think that's about it. Other than that, like I always say, your wig goes as far as your imagination. So whatever you can imagine and think of, whatever you want to do it to your wig. Doesn't matter, lace, non-lace, you can do whatever you want with your wig, and you know, if you can pull it off, then that's all that matters. Nobody will know. Like, a lot of people don't even have lace fronts and they still put ponytails in their hair and everything. As long as you execute things a certain way, you're good. So once again, guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in and watching this video. I honestly, you know, I really love doing this for you guys, and you know, like I said, I took a break, but I'm back now and we're about to get lit. So anyways, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Queenpatraa with 2 A's. If you don't know how to spell Patra, what are you doing on my channel? No, but it's Patra and then another A and Queen in front of that. So you know, that's actually a new Instagram, and I'm just using that to grow my business and my brand, out with the old and in with the new. So yeah, so follow me on Instagram, and don't forget to like the video if you don't mind, and hit the notification bell and subscribe to my channel if you like. If not, thanks for viewing, thanks for watching, and I'm glad you came, and I'm glad you tuned in, and I hope to see you slaying this wig. So if you would like to see me photos of you slaying this wig, then definitely hit me up on Instagram, and I would love to look at it. And I love to talk, so if you want to talk to me on Instagram, that's fine. Just don't be on anything weird, or you know, say anything weird, or any, you know, weird stuff. So other than that, thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and goodbye.